Did you see Kanye's plan to build mini-cities and call it the ecosystem? Can't say I saw that, but that sounds about par for the course for the wacky stuff he's been getting up to. I've been keeping up with the Kanye spiral, but I don't know what the 53 drama is with him. I don't know what that means. Not H3H3. I know H3H3 got suspended for that Holocaust statement he made. Yeah, 50 Cent made a shit post about his son being a loser or something. He was like hanging out in the bathtub or something. And his son was demanding like $6,700 a month. So the Halo esports scene isn't going well. I don't know about viewership numbers or anything. I don't know if it's like popular. But every single time there's a tournament, there's nothing but drama that follows because it's run pretty terribly from what I understand. So the latest development is during this game, one of the players had a PC problem. So he literally couldn't even play in Game 5. So instead they just gave the win to the other team because that guy's computer was fucking up. They didn't replay it. They didn't pause, even though they were alerted to the problem immediately. They just said, all right, the other team wins. And then they even replaced the PC afterwards because it was a legitimate PC problem. Now, it's not entirely Halo's fault. Apparently the E-United squad was given the option of replaying it after they were made aware that the other team's player couldn't really play, and they declined, saying they'll just take the win instead. So, great work, E-United. What a grind. But also entirely HCS's fault for even that being a problem. A, having a problem with the PC during the biggest tournament, the only tournament for Halo, and B, not having rules in place where you could like replay or pause the match. Because they let them know immediately. They told admins immediately that their fifth player couldn't play. During Game 5, a player in a sin caused the disconnect of his own headset. The players were instructed to continue playing while the referee supported the player in troubleshooting. The players of a sin stopped playing and went on to lose the game. Per Section 11, E and D of the HCS Handbook, in the event of an issue, players are expected to immediately raise their concern and continue to play their match unless otherwise instructed by a referee. Situations in which the administration may deem a game restart to be appropriate include, but are not limited to, critical malfunction of provided equipment or occurrence of a major bug. Because this was a player-caused issue, a restart is not appropriate and the result of the game is final. Regarding the claims of malfunctioning PC, the referees were made aware of this after the player stopped playing and stood up. As a result, administration was unable to verify the claims. As is common practice, administration swapped the PC despite the unverified claims. So, they can't even run their own tournaments very well. And that's all they have, because Jesus Christ, that game is flatlining hard. No content, no updates, nothing. Just more and more bad decisions from 343. They just cannot get it together. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. Apparently Forge is actually coming out this year. I thought for sure they'd delay it because they don't follow their roadmaps very well. I'll believe it when I see it. For now, I'm going to remain skeptical. Stupid quote. We had people who we hired who hated Halo because of X, says O'Connor, but what that really meant was, I feel like this game could be awesome because of Y input, and that I'm going to bring into it. I want to prove it, and I'm passionate about proving it. So we ended up with a bunch of people who were genuinely passionate about the product. That's a huge advantage that helped in hiring and forming our team. This is contradictory. We hired people who hated Halo, thus they were passionate about the project. What are you talking about, man? I hated Halo because Master Chief, his voice isn't cool. It's from 8 years ago. Yeah, I'm surprised I don't remember this. I feel like that would have been bigger news. This was right around the time Halo 2015. Halo 5 hadn't come out yet, right? Halo 5 was 2016? Halo 5 was 2015? Oh, okay, yeah. Makes sense. That really did feel like a game made by people who hated Halo.
Hey, I mean, split screen be damned, who cares?
No Forge at launch.
Hold up, did you just
Who
say
needs it?
no Forge at launch?
So many things were missing from previous Halos. It's as if the team forgot what works. No co-op campaign at launch.
You can't even play custom games, it's broken.
You can't even watch feeder mode because it's broken.
I actually didn't even realize there was theater
It's the
mode in
Hazard
Infinite.
arm set from Halo Reach. Unfortunately,
I thought that was coming with
I can't
Forge.
earn it in Halo Infinite. I have to pay $20.
There's no way they're gonna sell us the classic red color for $7. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind over this game.
The promise of
Fucking
live
hype.
service games and the we'll finish it later mentality. Are you out of your mind?
Thanks for resub Crow,
Backwards, guys. We're going
Grant,
backwards.
Ferreira, and the
That is
Prime
rated
Chip.
T. I thought we were gonna get a flood return. I guess that's just not gonna happen now.
You cannot let a team toil and mess around and goof off with your flagship IP for almost
Damn,
a
this is
decade.
intense. Classic.
Brought in to work on an existing franchise, an existing universe with an existing fan base.
And what a great job they've done.
Well, we feel really good about our Studio 343 that's working on Halo today, and it's one of those rare opportunities when you can build a team of people that are uniquely passionate about Halo. Many of these people...
That's like immediately contradicted by the statement from O'Connor with hiring people who hated Halo. Like that's just very not accurate. Also, the entire team, the upper management of 343 cycles out every year. They just keep losing more and more senior staff members on 343, so they're not that passionate. They just constantly shed their own skin.
grew up playing Halo.
That's probably completely unique, right? Is every single person there, their destination was Halo rather than a job.
You are on the cover of the new Bloomberg Business Week.
Yeah.
Look at that. The real Master Chief.
Master Chief is human.
Hey, fun fact, Bonnie Ross already left.
Real Master Chief.
Master Chief is
She left like a
human.
month ago.
He's not a machine. He's not a set of armor with a big weapon. He's a human with resilience.
It's a chance for people who have played as Chief for so long to put the controller down, sit back on the couch, enjoy the experience of learning about the Chief in a way that you have never done before.
Like Marvel and Star Wars,
Awesome.
Halo is a universe
That's
where
what I
hundreds
wanted.
of stories can be told and where millions of experiences can be shared.
There's a prime
We
table.
want to
resub
expand the
finally.
audience as far as we could, but still satisfy the core as much as possible.
Halo 4's loadout system frequently and sort of appropriately gets compared to other FPS games, including Call of Duty and others, and that's a reasonable sort of comparison.
I think Halo 5 is one of, if not the best multiplayer versions of Halo.
Jump up in the air and I turn my...
It wasn't a bad
jet
multiplayer,
plane
I will
and
give them
go
that. It
back
was
forward,
fine.
All directions. We're not really...
I didn't
limiting
hate
these
it.
things. We're actually
Not as
allowing
much
you
as
to
4.
change it. You actually can mount on top of edges throughout the world.
Would be adding another clamber route.
Yeah, we're not dealing with the flood in this one. We got other surprises in store.
Oh, you're open.
Did they ever give a reason why they decided to axe split screen so deep into development, and also why the community was able to get split screen on their own through glitching? Did they ever address that? Because I didn't see them say shit about why. Overwhelmingly no. So they're really just not going to explain why? Okay. Monetary reasons? I mean, I just can't imagine why. It's... The community was able to get split screen through a glitch. I have to imagine on the dev side of things they could probably get split screen rather easily. It's been a basic feature in games for like 25 years. Most games don't have it anymore now because online gaming, but they already said they were going to do split screen from like off rip. Now over a year later they're like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. It's too much for us. We're still trying to figure out how to make the battle pass work.
We fell down with the multiplayer launch of MCC.
Yeah, it didn't work for 5 years.
Nothing. Not a single match.
Welcome to the Master Chief Collection, where you get a
Thanks for the
black
gift
screen
sub,
of death
HCT.
every 5 seconds, and then you spend your
Tier
time just
1
sitting here waiting.
Hino.
There is not a single title on this entire disc that's working to form right now.
Yep.
Not a single title. That's the 343 guarantee. Is when they release a game,
True.
shit is gonna suck and it's not gonna work.
Man, this guy's got to feel so vindicated with Infinite right now. Absolutely right. Legitimately, the 343 Master Chief Collection, the multiplayer, did not work properly for about 5 years. 5 years it took them to actually make that functional.
Work.
What? You can't do it. You can't play a match. 343 didn't earn this. That's why they don't care about it. They didn't earn this.
Resolving the current matchmaking issues in Halo
Okay.
Master Chief Collection remains our top
I mean,
priority.
Bungie didn't want it
Why
anymore.
can't I get a match? It's been a week later. And this game still ain't fucking working, bro.
We know that some players are still seeing issues in-game, and we're committed to improving the experience with additional content updates in the near future.
Can we reveal anything about the next Halo FPS title today?
Yeah, it's gonna let you
The
down.
only thing that we'll confirm, as we do listen to fans, there will be split screen.
Halo Infinite.
Yes! But when's it coming? What do you mean it's already canceled? Oh no, I can't believe it. What?
Infinite multiplayer will be free to play and invite more of you than ever before to become a Spartan hero.
The Slipspace engine is really this labor of love. For
More like
943.
shit
We've
space, 'cause
invested
that just
heavily.
does not
It's gonna be
fucking
the
work at all, huh?
foundation Of our next 10
Got
years
'em.
of Halo experiences.
And that trailer that we did that's what Halo means to the studio.
We're a very competitive game. That's our DNA. That's who we are.
Is it
It's
tier
a
1
highly
Roy?
competitive game.
The use of smoked beans and
is
JFC.
kind of core to Halo.
The bit's terrible.
Will there be playable elites in Halo Infinite?
No, we're not currently planning on supporting elites as a playable character.
Too
And
difficult.
the reason is, this is a Spartan story. We focus on how Spartans battle against each other, and that it feels fair and it's competitive.
We have had to make the difficult decision not to ship campaign split screen co-op.
Folks have asked us, are they in, are they out, what's going on with assassinations? So what's the scoop there?
So they're not in for launch, and I think we're just going to be straight about that, right?
Is there a plan
Too
to
difficult.
bring back dual wielding in Halo Infinite?
Currently, no, that's not in the cards right now.
Too difficult.
We want to share the exciting news that we got the official confirmation that Halo Infinite has gone gold.
Let's go.
Whee!
And as developers, when you work on a game, you want to get that game out there. And that almost seems like, for us, that's the finish line. But in reality, it's going to be the starting line.
None of us
I hate
decided
that. Oh my god, that couldn't be more true. Oh wow, that guy is absolutely right on the money. They shipped the most bare bones game with promises that eventually it'll be a fully fleshed out game. He is right dead on with that statement. So true.
this roadmap and are happy with it.
2 seasons a year doesn't cut it. It's just not going to cut it. That's not what our players deserve. It's not what they expect. It's not what our team wants to do. It's not what I want to do.
There's just been a lot of introspective time to really reflect on, like, what have we done as 343? Where have we made mistakes? Where have we hit it right? And then what does Halo mean to all of us? And then also I would just say, don't sweat the mistakes, because I would say that every failure point has probably been an opportunity versus really a failure.
What? I mean, you learn the best lessons through failing, but not sweating the mistakes is the opposite. You can't just like brush it off like, it's just the fans being entitled. So we're going to get rid of split screen. And we're not going to bother having co-op at launch, or Forge, or game modes for the multiplayer. No reason to sweat the small stuff. Oh man, this is nostalgic, holy shit.
Hey everybody, so I'm Jason. I'm one of the co-founders of Bungie and the lead on Halo.
Microsoft estimated that they have sold 1 million copies of Halo in the US alone. 50% of Xbox owners are also...
Man, I used to be a titan.
I know there's one game on everybody's mind right now. Well, fellas, November the 9th, the launch of Halo 2 will also mark one of the biggest video game launches in history.
And it was. Oh, good lord, what a blast from the past. The old KSI clan tag. Courage, Strength, Intelligence is what that clan used to be. That was the name of it. The two big boys were KSI and MOB. I was in MOB, which was money over bitches. Didn't really know what it meant when I was 11, but I thought it fucking sounded amazing. And I'd always seen them in like montages. What a throwback.
Proximity voice. You can get close to somebody in a game and talk to them, and only that person can hear you.
Fuck, that's so
We didn't even know
nostalgic.
how big Halo was gonna get. How can anything be bigger than Halo?
Actually, Peter, as we walk off
Thanks,
stage,
it
I
gives
think
the
there's
bits
something
Isaac
to
and
be
give
fun
some
to show these
HCT.
people.
Resub Ray, Leroy, and Fuzzy.
This is the way the world ends.
Yeah! Let me do some Nelson.
This is going to be the end of the story.
It should have been, man. God rest its soul, it should have been.
Safe Film and Reforged, I think, represent the coolest features that we have in Halo 3. This is the stuff that's going to keep people playing for years on end, make 1 billion hours, and get logged on Xbox Live.
Hey, any day now, though, it's coming back to its former glory. 343 is going to get it together, and it's going to be smooth sailing. Mark my words, it's coming. It's on its way.
It's finished.
It's finished.
I'll miss you.
Another Crobcat banger. What a beautiful way of showing the decline.
When you need me.
From the glory days to the... Man, I don't even know. The depressing, sad state of Halo. Hey, but I'm telling you, 343, they're every failure they're learning. Come 2040, when they make Halo 9, it's gonna go so hard. What's the point in learning if you aren't gonna do anything with that knowledge? I don't know, man. Ask them. They haven't even learned like the most basic protocol for like running an esports event, even though they put such a huge emphasis on it. Like, I don't know. Every decision that you can make, they make the worst one. Like at every single forked path, they choose the worst path. And I don't get how that's even possible. It's almost more impressive that way. Because off the top of my head, I can't think of a single good thing they've done so far. The Halo Championship Series and 343 are not the same. They oversee it. What are you talking about? It's their game. It's their esports scene. I understand it's not like the 343 team itself, but it is still theirs. I don't think they're completely disconnected from it. Didn't they write the rulebook? Why did Bungie sell Halo? I think they just wanted to move on. I think, if I remember correctly, the big thing was Bungie wanted to make other IP, but Microsoft wanted them to stick with just Halo, so they made Halo Reach just because they had to, and as like the final oorah. I'm going off memory though, so that could be wrong. And that's when 343 was formed. Do you think it's the management of 343, or are they just not talented? On that front, I can't decide. Obviously, the management's bad, and it's also really hard to have consistent management with all of your top-level managers and top-level positions constantly leaving the company. So that one's not really on the employees. But you have to wonder how it could be so difficult to roll out the simplest fixes for problems. And like the implementation of simple game modes that have been around in Halo for 20 years. So it has to be a combination of the two, like inexperienced devs and bad management. Wouldn't put it on the devs themselves. Well, I don't put it all on the devs themselves. I think the bigger problem is the management, but I definitely think there is a level of inexperienced devs. Like, I think there is absolutely no reason why they couldn't have got split screen out, or why it took them, 6 months to add 2 new game modes. Like, I feel like even with the worst management of all time, they'd want that to roll out as quickly as possible, and that just didn't happen. So I really do think that there is a level of just inexperience from the dev team. Expect the future to be now? I expect the future to be at least a year. The game shipped bare bones with the promise that content was going to be fed to it consistently, which has not been the case. Season 2 has been 10 months long. So far, I think they've only added, 2 new maps? They have a few new game modes. Still nothing of what they promised. So yeah, I think it should be probably like a year. Would be reasonable. For things that they initially said were going to be ready at launch. Keep in mind, this game was somehow supposed to come out in like 2020. I would love to see the state the game was in 2020. Holy fuck.
De mi corazón.
There's a Breaking Bad horror scene generated with AI. What? AI scripted Breaking Bad episode. Breaking Bad if it was set in another dimension. I see.
A crippled little rata. What a reputation to leave behind.
Wow, that was fucking cool. Thanks for your sub, Quinn. I'm doing alright, Isaac. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for your sub, Sammy. Was this AI generated? I can assure you all that art was, and usually with an AI generated video, what it does is just keeps compiling art and flipping through it pretty quickly. So I'm guessing that's how they AI generated it.
Ashley, where are you?
Yeah, I don't remember too much from the story of Resident Evil 4, so
Your soul
if they change anything, I probably wouldn't even know.
cleansing.
Ashley Graham, are you in here?
Just let me go.
Listen. I'm hearing the president's orders and
What is that? What do we do?
The lost labs are escaping.
we need to go. I'm gonna get you home safe.
You can stop right there.
Whoa!
Who are you? What are you doing here?
There's the resub lore.
Show her.
The Bits Maniac.
Ashley, run!
The entire world shall overflow with his grace.
What's happening to me?
Now,
Thanks to Tier 1 John.
your body.
Leads a girl.
I'm sure this will be good. I don't think they'd fuck this up. They haven't
Now
yet.
that he has chosen death.
Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3 remakes were good. 3 was just too short.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, Resident Evil 3 remake was just too short, but I still enjoyed it. For all 2 hours of it. Watch the gameplay trailer. Oh, I didn't even see this one. Yep, I will be playing Bayonetta 2 before 3. You think they'll remake 5 and 6 too? God, I hope they don't remake 6. 5 is still good now, though. 5 is such a fun game. I get that it's not like a great Resident Evil game, but that shit is still just fun. I played the fuck out of that one. I even had some Resident Evil 5 videos on my channel back in the day. 6 is not fun. 6 is a miserable slog. That's considered the worst in the series for good reason. It is shit. I think you guys are getting 6 confused with 7. 7 is the very different one. The first-person horror game. That's 7, not 6. You guys are getting them confused. And 7 was good. I like 7. It seems like they didn't change the gameplay at all, really. Maybe just like quality of life improvements. No tank controls anymore? Oh, that's huge. There's the prime woohoo. Nice. Huge parry on the chainsaw. Look at the body cam Unreal Engine game. Is that what I just type in to find it? This is a game. This looks like real life. This is pretty realistic looking. Not so much like the muzzle flash stuff, I don't think, but everything else is looking really good. Holy fuck. This is actually kind of crazy.
My own audience as well as many other people from around the world instantly. I mean, this is just popping off really fast. So I would say that this guy has stumbled on something serious, and I think if this became a game that was sold on Steam, people would go after this pretty fast. So keep at it, my man, and hopefully I will see more about this.
I actually can't even believe how good that looks. It's absolutely a game too. He's not cheating. Like, you can see a lot of like game shit. So like when the bullets, when they're ejected, they just sit up here floating till they disappear. So it's not even like he's lying about it being a game and using real footage. This is like an actual fucking game. Holy shit. Have you seen the train station demo for Unreal 5? Actually, it looks real. I haven't seen too much from Unreal Engine 5, actually. I'll look that up real quick. Holy shit. Pre-rendered, but still insane. Oh, obviously it's pre-rendered. Yeah. That doesn't take away how impressive it is, though. There's no way this is a game. I mean, apparently it is. The shooter we just looked at is 100% a game. And I'm assuming this is as well. This Unreal Engine 5 tech showcase. Thanks for your sub, Zodax. God damn. Thanks for your sub, Muko. Just when I thought we had reached like the pinnacle of graphics for games. Camera movement adds a lot. Oh yeah, I mean, I think so as well. Camera movement always adds a lot. Well, that was extremely impressive.